Good Friday morning of the 17th week. We're going to look at the Matthew's Gospel again. If you hear a lot of noise, it's because we're having one dickens of a thunderstorm out here. Even Lily's, she normally doesn't get bothered by it, but she's not hiding, she's sort of laying down by the couch near the table. That's her place of safety. Whenever she's had enough of me or enough of whatever's going on in the world, that's where she camps. When she was a pup, she'd get behind the couch, but she's too big and fat now, she can't fit. I didn't say that, did I? Did I tell you she was fat? Yeah, it's her fault, my fault. I give her cookies to eat. In any case, she has her safety place and she's in it. She's hunkered down. Isn't it funny how animals adapt? She has her places, it's something. She and I are friends together. I have to say, she's a marvelous companion for me. I have to say that. I love Lil. I got a deal with her, though, when I made a deal with her when I brought her home as a little puppy. She has to outlive me. I am not. I'm not going to bury her. She has got to outlive me. I won't tolerate anything less than that. Anyway, let me just give you this thing here, okay? The Gospel of Matthew. This shows you the ordinariness of holiness. This is it. Think of your own families now. Jesus came to his native place and taught the people in their synagogue. They were astonished and they said, "Where did this man get such wisdom and mighty deeds? Where the hell did he come from? Who would you think he is?" That's what they're saying. Now watch what they say. "Is he not the carpenter's son? He's a local yokel. Is not his mother named Mary? His brothers James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas? Are not his sisters all with us? Where did this man get all this? He's just Joe Blow the rag picker. He's just one of us. What makes him, what makes him so special?" See? They took offense at him. But Jesus said, "A prophet's not without honor except in his native place and in his own house." He didn't work many miracles there, many mighty deeds there because of their lack of faith. Well, that is a testimony to the failure of the Jews to accept him as the Redeemer. That last part especially, okay? It moves from the Jews to the Gentiles. That's what he's saying there. That's what Matthew is saying, okay? But I think I love that first part when he says, where did he get all these mighty deeds from? Isn't he just one of us? I remember him. He's a kid from the neighborhood. This old man was a carpenter. See? Well, watch how I put in my life. Yeah, his mother lived down, he and his brothers and sisters all around us because we went to school together. A couple of his brothers got in trouble. Remember we got in that trouble that time we were throwing bricks and we broke all those windows? We had to run for cover. Oh, wait a minute, that was me. That was me and my friends. We were busting windows. Yeah, we were. School windows, believe it. Yeah, whatever got into us. Well, yeah, we were. We were throwing rocks at windows. We busted all those school windows. Then we ran, of course. Believable. Anyway, that's my interpretation of that. You see the ordinariness. And I think that's the church. To me, the church is the ordinary people of God. It's the clergy. What are we? Are we so special? We're not. We're called to do something special, but we're called out of the ordinariness of life. And we are just ordinary men. And if you take religious life, ordinary men and women called to serve. Called to serve in a very special way, not because we were excellent, but we were called to do something excellent. Yeah, that's the truth. We're called, you see, to do something special. You're called, majority of you are called by marriage to do something special, to have and raise a family, to make a difference, to enrich the human experience, to enrich humanity itself. See? And no one's going to brag about it. It's the ordinariness of life. So I've been calling this a maybe more special way to be a college teacher and all that. Maybe. I don't know. I think they would have said that they do. Some of my friends said, "Where did he get all this?" Meaning I'm a teacher, scholar teacher. instead of saying, isn't he the waiter's son? Wasn't his mom a school teacher around the corner or something? And why? Because how did such a dummy like him become such a college teacher? And I had a delightful conversation one time. I told you this story when one of my friends going back to high school, she said something to the effect, she didn't know how to put it, but you weren't too smart in high school. We remember you was rather dumb. How'd you ever become a college professor? I remember she was trying so hard to praise me, but at the same time, the contrast was overwhelming, and I remember saying to her, I got a second chance. Because I did. The order took very raw material. Without the order, I wouldn't be here right now. Without the passionist, it's a debt can never be paid. I hope I'm a good passionist to this day, serving the church. My way, our way, the passionist way. I hope I bring a crucified Christ to the world in the mode of life that I have right now. Blessed by the order. I'm as much a passionist as any passionist in any monastery in the world. I take my vocation very seriously. He asked me, who are you? I'm a passionist and a priest, but I'm a passionist. I was called to the order, and the order called me to the priesthood. I felt called to the priesthood prior, but that was very simple. When I made the retreat in Hartford in 1957, everything changed. And it's the truth. You cannot tell my life story and my successes in life and my failures, but especially my successes, without a footnoting all the way through my passionist vocation and the order and the outfit and the guys. You cannot tell my story independent of the order. It's just the truth. Yeah. Anyway, I think of this, sometimes those of us who are very, very ordinary do extraordinary things. I'll give you one more example, if you don't mind me. I'm just reflecting, okay? Amidst all this thunder and lightning outside. Who would have ever thought me being a college professor? Nobody that I grew up, but who would ever thought of me as a leader? Nobody. I mean nobody. Yet by sheer accident, because nobody wanted the job, I became chairman of the philosophy department in 1980 in Louisville, at Bellarmine College. And I was so good at what I did. I didn't know it. I just did what I had to do. And what I did was I took care of the people in my outfit. I took care of my department. I took care of them. I knew how to do that. I built one hell of a department there. And out of that, I got recruited by SLU, St. Louis University, to come back and rebuild that department, and I did it. We were a first-rate department. We're one of the top ranked in the country. And I hired everybody in the department except one or two. You know? Who would have ever thought, me? Raymond Peter Tarquinio Vitali? Not a chance. It just shows you sometimes how the most ordinary of people get to be called, and get to call, and get to do extraordinary things, almost despite themselves. The last thing I ever wanted to be was in charge of anything, and I've been in charge of the philosophy department for 30 years, here in 10 years, in Bellarmine 9. Okay, I'm not anymore, but, and holy moly, what a career. Somebody asked me what my specialty was, meaning philosophically, and I said chairing the department. See, that's the truth. Who would have believed it? See, wow. My dad was a waiter, my mother was a school teacher. She taught 4th grade. See, my brother Pete, you get it? It's the same story. These are ordinary people. I'm an ordinary man. But God called the ordinary to be extraordinary. Christ was an ordinary man. He's a working stiff. He's a carpenter, tradesman. He redeemed the world. He redeemed the world. See? Out of the ordinary comes the extraordinary, rarely the other way around. In your ordinariness of life, you've given life and wisdom to your children and your grandchildren and all the rest. You've made a difference. That's the truth. and so have I my way. Let's all sing Sinatra's song, My Way.